Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and I'm reading All New X-Men, issue number 17. Now we got a little X-Men versus Inhumans action here. This is actually in line with the rest of the crossover event storyline. Basically, we got Iceman going out with Romeo Montague. Yes, if that name rings a bell, that's Romeo and Juliet. Romeo, the Montagues, the big war, which actually makes Bobby Juliet. Wow, that's actually kind of weird. Okay, I'm good with him being Juliet. That's fine. Look, the point is, he just seemed like more of the... Anyway, whatever. So, they go on 4 dates. Throughout the course of the entire comic book, they actually explain how the dates went. And they also explain, as the comic is going, that he has to join with the X-Men and he has to go in and do this because as he leaves from his 4th date, Beast, that's the young Beast, actually starts explaining to him that, what you guys know. I think you guys know by now what's going on with the X-Men. The Terrigen Cloud in about 2 weeks is going to go in. Bobby's really upset and he says, like, seriously, do they even know? Like, this is like genocide. This is horrible. And it's for me, Bobby is giving exactly my point in all of this. Talk for once in your life, talk, and let's see if maybe they're willing to destroy the thing itself. But he does point out this is the cornerstone of the Inhuman world, so yeah, just destroying it is not cool, but there's got to be another way. Figure out another way. Both heads work out with each other anyway. So Bobby joins up with the X-Men. Shocking, right? Like, what the heck's going on? Well, he really only did it so that he could go into New Adelan with the rest of the X-Men without arousing their suspicions, because he doesn't want to get blasted by Storm or anybody else the way that old Beast did, because yeah, that was not cool, like I said. So they go in. There's actually a comment about, do you want to be Cyclops? Do you want to be old Cyclops? Because we're becoming old Cyclops. And young Cyclops is like, yeah, sure, no offense taken. I love the little... We really... Like, this was such a serious, heavy issue that... Not as heavy as the X-Men I just got finished reading, but this one was seriously still a heavy issue that we needed just a little bit of humor. And having young Cyclops be that humor was very refreshing. I like the young Cyclops. I really do. So he goes into New Adelan with the rest of the X-Men, but his mission is to go after the non-combatants. Romeo, just like all the Inhumans, if you haven't been exposed to the Terrigen Mist, then you will not gain any new special powers. But as a kid, he's growing up to be almost like a super soldier, have all the strength and endurance and durability and the healing that Captain America has. He's a young kid budding and coming towards that level of strength. So he's very strong. He is actually very powerful. But again, to give you an idea, Karnak is an Inhuman who did not get the Terrigen Mist. So the idea that here's this young Inhuman who has not been exposed to the Terrigen Mist, he is still very strong. He just doesn't have powers. So he's considered a non-combatant. And Bobby Drake goes in and these two actually kiss. Now, maybe you have problems with it. I don't see why. It doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect anybody. But this was actually, I actually kind of went wow, okay, cool. Because we didn't know exactly what he was going to do. I still had the feeling. I had a feeling he was going to be a good guy. But now these two go and they escape. Bobby actually says he's willing to switch sides, which is, wow, that's amazing. But instead, Romeo simply says, can we just go? And yeah, they do go. So they actually ice slide into the sunset, which is just, wow, man. This was a really, really refreshing comic. This is going on my permanent list, all new X-Men. I'm going to be reading this one all the time now instead of just when it looks like something cool is happening or a crossover. So, hey, the Inhumans versus X-Men crossover pulled out something great. I am now attached to another comic. So with that being said, I do believe that an A is in order because, come on, this was just such a good comic. Guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, class dismissed.